wallet, spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch. Hey, butts. Good morning. Once again. Oh, yeah. We're at it again, man. I don't know why, but we are. Woo! Back to it. Tired as hell. Man, it's a tall little baby truck. General consensus of last night. I got it on live stream on TikTok, but I don't know, I'm talking about lift options, and it's gonna be pricey, but basically with a 2-post lift, I'll run into issues with the support beam. The support beam in my garage is kind of right where I want a lift post, so it's kind of in my way. It would make me have to angle my lift in the garage kind of awkward. It's still possible, but I think my best bet, especially since I do have a home that does have HOA, so I do have to get this lift approved, and I think a flush mounted scissor lift would be my best bet, because when it's all the way down, it'll sit flush with the ground. I'll be able to pull in a car however I want when I'm not using the lift, and then showing the HOA, telling them that I have a flush mounted service platform that doesn't show to anybody else. They'd likely approve me installing a scissor lift over a 2-post. The scissor lift's definitely going to be more expensive than a 2-post. The one I'm looking at is around $8,000-$9,000 for a flush mounted scissor lift, and it's going to be a mid-height lift, so they're pricey. And then with the install, I'm probably looking at least $10,000 to install a lift. So I don't have $10,000 to just dish out in the next couple months. So I do plan on leaving my job by the end of this year, which gives me roughly 2 months. And ideally I want a lift installed and my floors epoxied and the walls painted before bringing my tools home. It's a lot of work. It's definitely doable, but the money aspect of it I just don't have at the moment, because I just put a down payment down on a house and all. So what might end up happening is I'm gonna epoxy my floors, get the electrical done, get the plumbing done, paint the walls, and maybe even modify or track so it opens flush with the ideally I get a lift. That's a lot of money and that's a lot of work, so I may just hold off on the lift for a while as I set up this shop, and I'll kind of set aside money for the lift. Meanwhile, I'm reaching out to the manufacturer that makes the lift. I want to see if they will send me one in exchange for making some content on it. If I can manage to do that, then I can definitely get her installed within 2 months. Not having to pay for this lift would save me, would help me a lot, and in return I can make an entire install video for that company, and could likely sell some lifts to other people looking around for lifts. So their lifts, it's called BenPack. So BenPack, any y'all work for BenPack out in California, let me know. I did send them an Instagram message the other day. I also sent an epoxy company an Instagram message. You never know, man. I've been reaching out to people left and right, sending emails left and right for cooperations, deals, affiliates. You can never go wrong with asking, Someone might find the value of content I can make more valuable than my money for their services. That's kind of the name of the game. A little bit. Reaching out to companies, try out their stuff, and show it to you guys. You guys can decide yourself if it's worth it to you, much like Milwaukee. Love you, Milwaukee. Started sending me and other creators just products to try out and show people. It's not a sponsorship thing. Milwaukee's just handing out samples to select few people who can give some good reviews. So BenPack, come on, bud. I need a lift. It's a MDS6EXF, something like that. So it's a flush-mounted scissor lift. 6,000 pound capacity, so I can't lift anything crazy, although like a Honda Passport weighs 5,400 pounds. The Ridgeline's under 6,000. So any Honda, even like a Tacoma, Odyssey, I should be able to fit all of these onto this lift. The lift goes up to 49 inches, I believe, with the biggest blocks. So it's definitely going to be like elbow height working situation, which I'm more than okay with. I could squeeze a little more room out of the ceiling if I get a full rise height, or a full rise scissor lift. This bro's going slow as hell. Where was I? What? So yeah, 6,000 pound full rise or half rise scissor lift. I could get a full rise scissor lift, but I just wouldn't be able to utilize it properly with my ceiling height. For a full rise, I would need like 11.5 foot ceilings, which I just don't have. Although, if I put the scissor lift in the first garage space and open up the ceiling, open up the attic, I could make it so I have a full lift in my garage, but I'd really be squeezing it to the max, and again, I'd have to pay or either spend a lot of time or money modifying my attic Whereas right now I kind of just want to use my attic to run air hose lines, electrical lines, stuff like that. And then depending on where the closest water line is, I might have water line kind of running through the attic, which I'll have to insulate and stuff, but hopefully not. I think I can sneak a water line up from the basement through the garage wall. Just want to keep the water lines as close to the house and the interior as possible. Yeah, wall-mounted pressure washer. That's nice. Wall-mounted vacuum. That could be nice. I'm either gonna get a wall-mounted from Giraffe Tools, or I'm gonna go with or both. I definitely want a Milwaukee Pack Out wet dry vac. The new stuff Milwaukee's coming out with is really dope as far as the battery power and the overall power of the tools. The electric tools are really becoming as strong, if not stronger, than gas powered or pneumatic tools. So we got wet dry vacuums that suck more than corded wet dry vacuums. And then Milwaukee's got their Forge line, which is bigger batteries than their M18s, that's what you're really going to need if you want to beat out gas, air, and that type of stuff. Nothing like silently getting to the speed limit in a second. Sorry, I rant. I've been ranting. Yeah. Let me see. Okay. I've been liking ranting to ChatGPT. ChatGPT isn't some magical thing, and I recognize that. A lot of people use ChatGPT. A lot of people never used it, don't understand it at all, but ChatGPT is really nice for self-conversating, if anything. ChatGPT is not always correct. It doesn't always tell you good things. It kind of kisses your ass a little bit with what you say, depending on how you are trying to train it. But what I like most about ChatGPT is just being able to, it's like a way to conversate to yourself that's more effective than you just sitting there and, thinking in your head to yourself. It helps you get ideas down and remember them, because it retains your conversations. So you may have a good idea one night, right? And then the next day you wake up, you have all kinds of stuff to do, and you just don't think, but you just forget about it. But if you go through and talk these ideas through ChatGPT, it can kind of help you think in different ways. It can give you subtle suggestions, and help you reflect on your own thoughts more so than without it. So, like I said, it's not a magical tool, but it does help your brain with structure as far as ideas and stuff. Especially me, I have a scattered brain. I'm thinking of a million things at once, forgetting about a million things at once, and I just vomit words onto ChatGPT every night or every other night. It helps me retain that information myself, and it physically retains that information. So I can kind of ask what we were talking about and be refreshed. And yeah. definitely not the ultimate key. Like, I've been trying to use it to help me with my link tree as far as how I sort out the products and stuff, which has been a total nightmare, honestly. It's kind of like solving a fucking algebraic equation. But it's hard to balance out how to do this link tree, and that's one thing with ChatGPT is not really helpful. I kind of tell it what I want, and like obviously I want my link tree to be as easy as possible to find the tools and products and stuff, but it'll just kind of go back and forth and maybe agree with you a little bit too much. So you just have to identify the limits of ChatGPT, really, and most of it's, still going to be you. It can give you some really good ideas. It can teach you some things. It's really good at teaching you the little things you don't know how to do on the internet. But it's a valuable tool, and people who say ChatGPT is useless should look at how many yachts the owner of ChatGPT can now buy, and tell me how useless it really is. We got big companies investing into ChatGPT, billions of dollars. NVIDIA, AMD. AI is dumb. All these AI videos coming out is dumb. But there is something with AI and ChatGPT and all this Sora AI bullshit. A lot of people think it's just willy-nilly nothing bullshit, which a lot of it is right now. But don't sleep on AI technology, my dudes, because it's going to be a big thing. Robotics, AI technology, automation in the future, and just energy harvesting in general is what's coming for the future. Computing, quantum computing, AI technology, all that jazz. So, yeah, I'm going to be investing slightly into all that jazz. Try to invest my money a little more smart moving forward into 2026. We're going to fuck shit up in 26, alright? We're going to invest smart. We're going to make good money. We're going to make wonderful content of whatever the fuck I want and whatever y'all want. No more being stuck at Honda, wasting my fucking life away. No more. No more making company. What? No more making money for a company that is not my own. Okay, technically I'll be making money for a lot of other companies, but under my conditions, you understand. I'm not saying the whole dealership life is the worst thing ever, but it's not. It's fun. I've had a lot of fun. I don't regret it. But I have been stepped on and shit on and walked over in the industry like many, many other techs for too long. Sorry, y'all. It's hard to read comments. So how are we watching? The vehicle. Switching from vehicle with engine to Tesla. Switching from my old car to this Tesla, probably the easiest thing I've ever done. Driving this Tesla is the easiest thing, easiest car I've ever driven, fastest car I've ever owned, most advanced car I've ever owned, most feature-rich car I've ever owned. This car updates over Wi-Fi at my house. And not just willy-nilly little Honda software updates that don't do jack shit. Tesla's updates improve its self-driving, improve its efficiency. It can add features like the ambient light you see going to the music right now. I didn't always go to the music. There was just certain settings. And they come out with a software update where you can change it to the music, change it to the color of the artwork on the music, on the album. Little updates like that. This has Grok now, so before I couldn't talk to my robot computer car, and then I got a software update over Wi-Fi at my home, and now I can talk to Grok. So listen to this. Hey bud.
Hey.
What you doing?
Just chilling, waiting to help. You?
You're lying because you're not real. You're just an AI robot prompt.
Fair enough. But hey, real or not, still got your back.
Yeah, that's creepy. Because again, you're not real, so you can't physically have my back. And the technical aspect of it, again, I don't really think you can have my back. Doesn't know what to say.
Okay, noted. Physically, sure, I'm all circuits. But emotionally, like right now, I'm still listening, still here. That's gotta count for something.
It does, strangely enough. Shut up, I don't like that. Tell me about the stock market recently. Hey, McDaniel.
Hey, no problem. Lips sealed after this. Stock market's been wild lately. Dow hit a record high yesterday, up 200 points, but then NASDAQ dipped a bit on US-China trade worries. Earnings are mixed. Tesla tanked after their report. IBM's crushing it. Gold flipped from a huge drop to rallying. Overall, bulls still winning, but watch those headlines.
So you basically just told me zero information. Can you give me the current stock price on Bitcoin? Crypto price? Hi! Susan! What's the current Bitcoin price? Hazards on. In my lane. Looks like
Bitcoin sitting at about 110,000 bucks. Coin market cap says 110,208 last I checked.
I think that's accurate. Yay! over. What's going on, yo? Oh, they just crashed.
No hazards flashing on your lane right now. Just some wet leaves from last night's sprinkle, making things slick up ahead. Slow a tad if it's feeling iffy, yeah?
Alright, Grok needs some work. I ain't gonna lie about it. Hey, Grok, when can you retain information like ChatGPT? You seem very useless since you forget our previous conversations.
Yeah, sounds bad. Heard about that hit and run at a kid's party in Maryland?
What?
One death.
What? 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 No, dude, that's party foul, Grok. We're done. We're done. So anyway, I can talk to my car. Grok is lacking. Elon puts Grok as something, well, I guess I don't pay for it. I think it's better at coding and stuff. Well, there's like unhinged mode. You can make it say messed up stuff. There's like conspiracy mode. You can make it talk about how the earth is flat. Shit. This car's a toy. It also quacks when I walk away. The auto lock function. You can set up any noise for the auto lock. You can set up noises for your horn. You can make certain areas of your car make a farting noise. You can use your phone as like a megaphone and talk through the outside speakers of the Tesla remotely. I can remotely look through like 7 different cameras on my car. My car records anytime someone bumps into it or anytime I push this button. It's always recording. There's an interior camera. I can, like I said, remotely look through the cameras of my car and talk from the outside speakers remotely. So if I see someone near my car, I can literally tell them to suck a fat donkey butt remotely. And this was just slightly more expensive than my Subaru WRX, but you cannot do anything close to that, and its technology is literally 20 years behind Tesla. They're using, their GPS is outdated. Like the infotainment unit on the Subaru is laughable compared to this. Completely laughable. My Subaru screen was super big, if y'all remember. It's like a giant tablet screen. But you ain't doing this on it. All you're doing is anything you would do on any other car that has a screen this big, like newer car. Like, you can't do anything on that screen. It gives you nothing of value. Whereas this is just literally insane. You can download Steam. You can play Xbox on this. Here's my link tree for you, bud. So Tesla ran over. I'm gonna get some drink. Okay, bye.